The Family That Prays, recap with a twist. Alright, folks, buckle up because we're about to dive into The Family That Prays, a drama-filled Tyler Perry masterpiece where rich folks, working folks, and scandal collide like a bad soap opera. Meet the families. First up, we got Alice Evans, played by the legendary Alfre Woodard, a sweet but no-nonsense diner owner and the definition of "Mama don't play." She's got a daughter, Andrea, who thinks she's above everybody because she married rich, or so she thinks. Then, we have Charlotte Cartwright, the fabulous Kathy Bates, a wealthy businesswoman who's besties with Alice. These two ladies may be from different worlds, but they ride or die together, literally. More on that later. Charlotte has a son, William, who is exactly what happens when privilege meets villain energy. He runs the family business and has an ego bigger than his bank account. The drama begins. Andrea is married to Chris, a hardworking man who's just trying to make a better life. But Andrea? Oh, she's busy treating him like an employee instead of a husband, because guess what? She's messing around with William. Yep, she's got a whole corporate side piece. Meanwhile, Andrea's sister, Pam, is out here being the responsible one, working at their mom's diner, loving her husband, and minding her business. The mess hits the fan. Chris and his buddy Ben, Pam's husband, find out that William and Andrea are up to no good. But before Chris can even process the betrayal, Andrea hits him with, "You're just a construction worker." Excuse me? Ma'am, what do you do besides spend money and sneak around? Chris had enough. He slapped some sense into that situation, in the most cinematic way possible, and walked off like a man with a plan. Meanwhile, William is trying to take over his mama's business, but Charlotte is like, boy, sit down. She knew her son was trash, so she made some secret moves behind his back. When he finds out, he loses it. But guess what? Mama still wins. Best road trip ever. Now, let's talk about Alice and Charlotte. These two besties go on a spontaneous Thelma and Louise-style road trip, laughing, dancing, and living their best lives. But then, boom, Charlotte gets diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Alice, being the real one she is, sticks by her friend's side until the very end. The big showdown. At Charlotte's will reading, William thinks he's about to cash out, but surprise. Charlotte left control of the company to someone else. William throws a tantrum, but nobody cares. Andrea also gets her karma, Chris leaves her broke and exposed, while Pam and Ben build a beautiful future together. Final thoughts. This movie is about greed, loyalty, and knowing when to slap some reality into a bad situation, literally and figuratively.